of how we get stuff onto the agenda, because this to me is not fair to our people that I represent. I was specifically asked to put those items on the agenda. I could not get them on, or you ignored my email because you're against Mayville. Next thing is, I have the floor, sir. Please wait. Who may attend a closed session? So, it was not too long ago, March 12, 2019, 3 p.m., the village of Kokoski Village Hall, town of Williamstown. You guys attended a closed session. Now, the closed session included the Advanced Disposal Services Glacier Ridge Expansion Local Committee. Now, when I called Hubbard, they said it was the Landfill Standing Committee / Expansion Committee. I could never get a direct answer. So here's the thing I'm looking at. First of all, I look at a closed session, and the reason was strategy regarding negotiation with Advanced Disposal Services Glacier Ridge Landfill Limited Liability Corporation, or the proposed expansion of the landfill located in Dodge County, Wisconsin. Now, if you go to Wisconsin open meetings laws, the Code Compliance Act, trying to get this as fast as possible. If you need those documents, I'm more willing to forward them to you. Who may attend a closed session? I frequently ask questions concerns who may attend a closed session meetings of a government body. In general, the open meetings law gives wide discretion to a government body to admit into closed session anyone whose presence the body determines is necessary for consideration of the matter that is subject to the meeting. If the government body is a subunit, listen to this, of a parent body, the subunit must, not shall, not may, not anything else, must allow members of the present body to attend its open session and closed session meetings. I think that there was nothing more than a violation of state statutes when you guys attend closed session without the city of Mayville, without Dodge County. You guys had a quorum of folks of that parent unit, and I consider that wrong. We are better than this. We all know that there's problems between the city of Mayville and the landfill expansion. This committee and the expansion committee are about a couple things. Number one, our environment. Number two, the health of the people. Number three, taking care of all our citizens in the area. I'm disappointed in this committee to have held a closed session, may not be invited if it is the standing committee or Mayville's representative and Dodge County's representative if it was just the expansion committee. I have a problem with that. I think that you guys have got to start following the rules. I believe, again, you're not following the rules.
You've got 1 minute left.
I'm done.
Good. Is there anybody else who has any public comments?
Yeah, one. I think I should be able to move around this room with the camera a little bit. It's an open meeting, but I got it all from here. But you know, you're telling me you can't sit here. You got to go to the back of the room. You know, leave me alone.
Okay. We'll take that into consideration. Okay, new business.
Sure, okay, I can take it from here. The first item is an update on the LGRL groundwater monitoring program, although that's included in the binder, so we'll get on that when we get there. Same protocol that we usually follow. I think everybody has a copy of the outline of the binder. If you don't, let me know, because I have a few extras here. And as we've done, I will review my notes, and then I'll turn it over to the Angelo folks to answer questions or fill in gaps. So the first tab in the report is just the overview that identifies the rest of the content, so we'll skip that.
Well, on the overview, just one thing kind of to note on there is the clay hall. We did haul obviously clay in. There is a chance that we are done hauling clay. We're looking to do a screening process. With the weather, the rain, we were able to do a little bit yesterday. to get some samples of that. If those samples come back positive and good, we would be done with the clay haul for the year. If not, and we do it, then we would need more clay for the cover and sell, then we would have to start the clay haul up again. If that screening, if the results come back favorable, we are requesting additional hours for that screening, just on site. The screening process is just one screening machine, basically be an excavator, haul truck, or a loader that would be just feeding that to allow for that without the
The additional hours, what you're asking for?
if that screening would go through, correct.
So are you gonna request it prior because we
Because,
won't have a meeting?
exactly, that's why we put it on the overview this time, so we would like to request those for that.
What kind of hours are you talking about?
6 to 8, just for that machine. Machine related to the screening. It wouldn't be anything different with the filling, anything like that, just for that soil screening. We'll know more once we get these results back, you know, how fast we can run the stuff through the screening plant, the results yield. But we'd like to start as soon as we get those results back.
Make motion to approve.
Is there a second? Motion's been made and seconded to approve the soil screening. Opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carried.
Anything else on the, think of?
No, everything else is pretty self-explanatory.
Number 2, 2018 annual discharge monitoring report. During 2018, samples were collected from outfall 1 and analyzed for total suspended solids. The concentrations were reported to be less than the discharge limits, and according to the report, no additional monitoring is required. I don't know if that means because there's no exceedances, you don't have to monitor anymore.
No, actually, it's a different WPBS permit was issued, and part of that new permit doesn't have that annual discharge monitoring report requirement. There's a new BMP requirement in place that kind of takes the place of that, or doesn't do with that. So there's no annual report, that's why they kind of stated that they won't have that going forward.
So this will be the last.
The last one,
And what do we see in its place? Anything?
there's no annual report.
implement?
Correct.
Anybody have questions or comments about that? Tab 3, semi-annual data report, this is the air pollution control. This is the report that covers the second half of 2018, July through the end of the year. The report notes limited periods of downtime, less than 1% of the operating time, but if you would go through what those 1% consisted of. And there are also 5 exceedances of the methane thresholds that we need to cover both of those times.
Yeah, so the semi-annual reports is actually stuff you've seen before in the deviation reports that come out monthly. If there is any deviations, this is just a summary report for it, semi-annual. But the downtimes, any that weren't related to just maintenance or expansion of the system were due to power outage, where the power went out, so the system went down. So there is battery backup for some of the recording devices, but not for the whole entire thing, since there's different components everywhere. Another one was restart of the computer, just to make sure that everything was working correctly in the call-out system, just like any other computer runs, so we gotta restart. If it does restart during that 14-minute interval, then it's a deviation. If you can get it restarted where it boots back up and it's not over one of those times, then it's not a deviation. Then we've also had them startups where you'll get erroneous readings on the flow meter just due to the moisture coming through, so we report that as well. Then part C, the areas exceeded with the methane threshold, so there's surface scans that are done quarterly by third party. They walk the entire footprint of the landfill. They check all penetrations, the gas wells, clean outs, and pipe that penetrates through the landfill or through the or active area to the side slopes, faults. If there's any exceedance over 500 parts per million, then we have to do corrective action on those. We do corrective action, they come back, they do a retest in 10 days, and then they come back on day 30 and do a retest to make sure those are below limits. A lot of times it's due to a surface area drying out a little bit, just repacking some clay around, things like that.
Questions or comments on that one? Tab 4 is the semi-annual startup shutdown malfunction plan report. Covers startup shutdown and malfunction events that interrupted the operation of the gas extraction system. Most of them were intentional, but some of them weren't. Some were storming events and maybe some others. You can run us through those and what you're doing to avoid shutdowns.
Yep, so this one basically goes hand in hand with tab 3. A lot of them overlap. So anytime that the flare is shut down either manually or if it's due to a storm event or a malfunction or some of the protective equipment, we have to fill out an SSM form. So it's just a summary of all those that you see. A lot of them, some of them are due to storm events, very few. Some are due to maintenance if we're extending certain laterals in the well field for expansion as we add wells to the field, as we extend wells. There's some that we can shut off laterals. Some of them are intertwined, so there's a few yet that we do have to shut the system down to be able to extend so that we can get a quality well on it. Then there's a couple for control protective devices. Where another blower was kicking on and the throw fall just so things weren't overheating. We have Canaflex would pop off one of the gas wells, so then it would get too much flow, so it would shut it down so you knew something was wrong, so it would crash the system.
Is that the one, or was it down for over 4.5 hours?
No.
So, the 11th of November, or 7th of November.
November 7th. Yeah, 4 hours, looking for where the well came off. So we would restart it and it would shut down again after a little while. And we couldn't find where the problem was, what was causing the shutdown. We went around all the wells and then we finally found it. It just took that long, to get around to everything. We found Canaflex popped off of one of the wells. So it was causing a high flow line in the back.
Anything else on number 4? Tab 5, alternate daily cover plan modification request. Tabs 5 and 6 go together. 5 is the request, advanced request that Waukesha iron and metal be approved as an additional source for auto shredder residue for a daily cover. And tab 6 is the no objection to that request.
So yeah, so for our daily cover, for at the end of the day, we get alternative daily covers instead of just soils. We've had shredder fluff approved in the past, Sadoff, iron metal, final excellent. Was Miller compressing is now Alter Trading, those are all approved. This Waukesha one is just a new source for our area or for us. So we requested that to be able to be used as a alternative daily cover. And it's pretty much the exact same material as what was approved previously for Sadoff and Alter or Miller compressing. Basically what the shredder fluff is it's like your headliners in your car, the seats, kind of the parts of a car that aren't metal that recycled out through the shredder.
So instead of having 2 sources of fluff, shredder fluff, you have 3.
We have 3, yeah.
Need a motion on that, or?
No, this was just, we submitted that request to be able to use that material as an alternative daily cover to the department, and then the department will do that.
Is there anything else used besides shredder fluff for cover, and how do you homemade with it?
What, I missed the first part of that, is
Anything else used for
yes.
daily cover?
So our other daily covers is our on-site soils. We also have, there's a couple sands that are approved, and the other major one is paper mill sludge. The shredder fluff, we try to save for just the top because it makes a good driving surface. As you can kind of think, the foam kind of holds moisture a little bit better. Paper mill sludge has a higher moisture content. We use that on the actual slope, the working face for the vehicles that are bringing in the trash and are driving because they can't get around on it. We don't want to have to pull trucks in and out because then that's less time you're spending compacting the trash. So the shredder fluff does a really good job on the top, and we try to use the paper mill sludge as a working face. There's times where they'll get commingled together, use it both ways, but that's how we try to segregate it just for ease of operation to get the trucks in there, to maximize compaction.
What is the best material to use to keep the soil?
They're all approved for daily cover. Soils are good, fluff put over, good. It all depends.
Is there an opinion that you can give, or is there something that keeps it?
Well, I would imagine, in my opinion, would be all these daily covers work pretty well for the working face. If you have an area that's not going to receive waste for a long time, then you have to put an immediate cover on it, not daily cover.
Some of the other things, make comments, some of the daily covers that we see out of the landfill, we see such things as boundary sand waste, street sweepings, tarps are approved for daily covers, so there's a number of different varieties, and I would do this to cover that waste on a daily basis, keep those ordered down, keep rodents checked, but also there's a number of things that, depending on what's available locally, the Department of Natural Resources works with different landfills for a variety of those across the state.
Any other questions, comments?
Segregated materials, what do you do with them that you feel that don't belong in the landfill? What do you, that come in from there?
So like landfill ban items, you mean, or it's like if we get tires in, if they would come in a load, we'll pull those tires out. If we want a tire recycler, we'll take them. Same with like electronics, if we notice them, those will come out as well. Those are the big ones that you see. You'll see tires like that more than anything else. Otherwise, most of it's just for profiling perspective.
Tab 7 is electronic data submittal. It's a semi-annual report regarding the gas extraction wells, gas probes, leachate head wells. From the looks of it, it looked like every thing came on normal. There weren't any deviations. Correct. Anything else to comment on?
Everything was within the parameters for the GRL electronic data submittal.
Anybody have any questions on that one? Tab 8 is the proposed clay hauling route, although I think that's what we just discussed and acted on.
Yep, it was just, we had put in the notice to kind of amend the route. The host agreement states we gotta go up John Street, and we proposed to go around to kind of keep half the traffic out, just to kind of do better for everybody a little bit.
There's no mention of the this is back again,
It is, being the quarterly meeting, this had already started, it got approved, basically.
Is that going to be the proposed route as long as you're on it?
That I couldn't tell you.
That was just with that clay hole?
We ended up doing it last year, because of the construction,
Right.
so that's why we just figured we kind of half the traffic.
So if Mayville wants that to continue for the next,
We can definitely look into that for sure.
they'll have to ask you to look into it.
And the reason we asked, for the different route is because of the host agreement, since it states just to use John Street, so to deviate from that, we would ask for.
The actual route we used came at a premium cost to the project.
Well, the route, when you're not using it, costs, it comes to a premium to the residents.
Yeah, there's trade-offs to those that you look at in the project.
I don't know if you've ever really sat in one of those houses that I have, actual stuff shakes off the walls and stuff on John Street, it's very bad.
Other questions or comments about the clay hauling route? Tab 9 is another air pollution control report. We looked at the semi-annual one. This is the annual.
Yeah, so there's a lot of overlap, it's just requirements for the reports, I just see that.
I think it said that there was intermittent compliance.
Yeah, and it's due to those same issues we talked about, on tabs 3 and 4, the flare shutdown, continuous monitoring of the flow temperature, storm, things like that.
Questions and comments about that report? Tab 10 is corresponds with the DNR about a pending rule revision regarding the maximum number of rules for RDD permits for landfills. Can you tell us a little bit about RDD permits?
Yeah, so RD&D is kind of a, it's a, I don't know if experimental is the best word, but
Yeah, I can explain a little bit of that. The state requires each landfill to have an organic stability plan. The point of the organic stability plan is to increase the rate at which they stabilize the waste gas. So they're trying to promote stabilization of the waste, increase the gas generation so that gas generation curve isn't as long, so your risk is reduced over time. Part of that plan is to have the sites have an RD&D plan, which allows them to take in liquid waste to help stabilize the waste faster. Under the RD&D rule, the original RD&D rule presented by the EPA will only allow a certain number of renewals. Those renewals are up now in Fish Ridge. However, the state is going through a rule change with the EPA to allow additional renewals. So that's what that's all about, is to allow these sites who have had their maximum number of renewals based on the EPA, the old EPA rule, continue to renew under EPA's new determination to allow additional renewals.
It says that the revised rule will likely not be in effect before May 6th.
And May 6th is when ours expires here, so that's why they sent us this, that it'll continue on. Back under the rule, basically, until that.
Any other questions or comments about that? Tab 11 is correspondence about plan modification for top of waste grades. Request by Advance seeking approval of a plan modification to revise the permitted top of waste grades at the landfill. Adjust the top of waste grades in a portion of the existing landfill footprint. So this is not, you tell me, it's increasing grades in different areas, but not a total, not an increase to the total volume.
Correct, that's what was recommended, that's since been rescinded. It was just for some operational type things, but it didn't end up going through, it was kind of just a thought process by upper management on that.
So
So
the request is,
the plan mod was being rescinded since, and null and void.
questions or comments on that one? Tab 12 is the 2018 offsite investigation annual report. This is the VOC investigation. I'll let you guys explain.
So, I mean, yeah, so I guess to kind of start, the LGRL groundwater investigation continues. You know, we've had the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 reports. This is the annual report. There's going to be a 5-year report coming out that should be going out by the DNR sometime here in the near future. That'll go for public comment. The results that we have seen, you know, so far, everything's fairly similar. There's some, you know, minor changes which are expected. But I think that's kind of the overall gist on so far the continued monitoring. We've placed the additional wells like they have requested in the phase 2 and phase 3 reports, and those have came back favorable as well. As many of the committee members can probably remember, we drilled a number of wells where we didn't have flow or we couldn't even get, you know, accurate readings or anything like that. So we finally got one out on the Oxman property, and so far there is no contamination in that was
That's the furthest northeast you know.
oh, that we have put in, correct? Yeah. There's still private wells, you know, further than a mile.
We didn't expect to find any there, that's supposed to be like a.
It's a sentinel well.
Right.
Right. One of the things I'll state on that is we are looking at this in the annual report, we're working with the DNR for the 5-year report, Jake had mentioned. That's coming out, looking at that and potential record of decision changes on that. But what we are seeing in this report is a continued trend, and the continued trend to continue to monitor and watch what we're having. We've talked about it through the years that we've been